Hi everyone, thanks for watching. This is my first ever makeup tutorial. So I've created this really simple look. I wear it quite a lot on nights out at university and things like that. So if you'd like to learn how to achieve this look, then please just keep watching. To begin this look, I'm going to moisturise my face using the Nivea Soft Face Cream. And I'm just applying that all over my face so it's nice and smooth. Next, I'm going to prime my skin using the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline. And I'm going to rub the product between my fingers and apply it mainly to my T-zone area. For foundation, I'm going to mix MAC's Matchmaster foundation in the shade 6 along with L'Oreal Paris Lumi Magique in the shade DW5 Golden Sand. I'm just applying a pump of each on the back of my hand, and then I'm using my Real Techniques brush to mix them together. Then I'm just applying it all over my face. I decided to combine the colours because I'm not as tanned as I was at the start of the summer, so the MAC foundation was slightly too dark for my skin at the moment. Next, I'm using Maybelline's Instant Anti-Age Eraser, and I'm using this under my eyes as a highlighter, and I'm applying it in a triangular shape. I'm also applying some on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose and on my chin. Then I'm just going back in with my Real Techniques brush to push this into my skin. It's important that you push this into your skin rather than rubbing it in, because that will just drag your foundation around everywhere. Next, to set my under eye concealer, I'm going to take Rimmel London's Stay Matte Powder in 001 Transparent, and I'm just using an old powder puff from a powder I had from a Chanel compact, I think, to press this into my skin. Next, we're on to brows, and I used Browsings by Benefit in dark, and I like to use the waxy side first on the angled brush, and I just like to map out the shape of my brow with that, and I slightly fill it in, and then I follow this by using the powder to create more hair-like texture. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a full brow routine from me. For eyeshadow, I'm taking the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. This is actually a highlighter, but I think it's gorgeous for eyeshadow. And I'm just applying that to the inner corner of my eye and the base of my eye. Next, I'm taking Rimmel London's Natural Bronzer in 22 Sun Bronze, and I'm using a fluffy brush to apply this to the crease of my eye as a transition shade. Next, I'm taking a Revlon Colorstay Quad in 500 Addictive Intoxicant, and I'm taking the dark brown shade from this quad and applying it to the inner V of my eye just to deepen it up. I'm also adding some through my crease just to add a bit more definition, and I just keep blending and blending. I'm constantly adding more product and blending until I reach my desired colour. I then take a little bit more of the Betty Luminizer on this brush and I just use it under my brows to highlight them. For my waterline, I'm using a nude pencil by Rimmel. This always looks so attractive to apply, doesn't it? To line my lash line, I'm using Rimmel London's Glam Eyes Professional Liquid Liner in black. I like to hold my eye as I do this for some extra support. Hats off to girls that don't have to hold their eyes while doing this. I'm just going to create a rounded cat wing. If you'd like a wing liner tutorial, then please give this video a thumbs up. For mascara, I'm using L'Oreal Telescopic in Extra Black. I am in love with this mascara and I would definitely recommend using it. I'm trying extra hard not to mess up the work on my eyelid by getting mascara on top of it. You can definitely leave the eye look here just with mascara, but I'm going to allow my mascara to dry and add some falsies later. So in the meantime, I'm going to contour my face and I am using a bronzer by Victoria Jackson. So I'm just hitting my cheekbones and temples with this and blending away. Don't want any harsh lines, so blend, blend, blend. Then I'm picking up a little bit to just contour my nose slightly. I'm just going down the sides of my nose. And it looked quite harsh like that, so I had to take a fluffy brush and give that a good blend. Picking up the Betty Luminizer again just to highlight the ball of my nose and the bridge of my nose. For blusher, I'm using number 48 Cendre de Rose Brune by Bourjois, and this is just such a gorgeous, gorgeous pink shade. I wear this pretty much every day. And for the last time, I'm taking Betty Luminizer just to hit the tops of my cheekbones to give it a nice glow. Just shows what a versatile product it is. For lashes, I'm using by Red Cherry number 43. I've applied some glue to the lash line and now I'm just having a little dance to wait for the glue to dry and make it go more tacky. This is definitely a bit of a workout. I like to take the lash with a pair of tweezers right in the middle so it's easier to apply. So I stick this in the centre of my eye and then it's easy to stick on the other ends. So once I've secured both ends, I just like to go in and push down with my tweezer to make sure that they won't be flying off in the middle of the night. For lips, I'm just taking a wet wipe and wiping away any foundation that may be on them. And I'm taking my favourite lipstick, which is by Topshop in Brighton Rock, and it's a gorgeous bright pink colour. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. It's a matte shade. Finally, I'm just adding a bit of mascara to my bottom lashes because I forgot to do that before. And this is the finished look. So this is the finished makeup look, and my cat's decided to join me. If you like this video, please give it a great big thumbs up and leave any requests that you may have down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!